Welcome back to the Natural Misfits, everyone. I am Glitch, the player for Religas. Uh, Unfortunately, our DM Locke is not feeling well, so she asked me to take over. But she's still here in spirit. Hi, Locke. But, we also got we have Gertrude and Jezzy here with us today.
Hi.
Hello, it's just us today.
Yeah, and last we left off in at the end of chapter 2, Sam. It looked as though Sam had sweet talked an ancient dragon into letting us go and getting us some of his horde. And we also fought Resmir, a member of the Prismatic Guard, who had a grudge against Sam for destroying Naratar. And we also encountered Vomar, the leader of the Red Wizards, who also had a grudge against Sam for burning Natar because he got half his face burned in that fire.
Cucked.
He's just he's just earning a list of grudges.
Is. Resmir was killed in the fight. Vomard fled, and when we went to check out the horde that the ancient white dragon led to us, it turns out it was booby trapped. So we all pretty much had to hightail it out of there with
Fun.
Sam teleporting us all out. Wait, Gertrude, you did come on. You did go into chapter 2, right? You did come with us on the trip, right?
I was not there Sunday. Like on the trip through the ocean.
On the trip to when we left, were you on the boat or no?
Yeah, I was on the boat. Gertrude was
Okay.
on the boat.
I can't recall if you joined. I can't recall if you joined us when we left the boat. Explore the way to explore the Sea of Ice.
Granny was picked up by the Kraken.
But yeah, I was on the boat. You know, I helped fight the Kraken to what extent I could.
Did you leave the boat with
we
us?
No, because when we got there, that was the end of the previous session I was at. And then at that point in time, we like landed, we were there, we talked to some locals.
Okay, so you did leave the boat with us.
Yes, and then people's schedules had to be shifted because people got work and whatnot.
Tell me about it.
I missed the last session because it's on Sunday, and I can only do Sundays when I have the time. And so now I'm here.
Why must life be a buffering asshole to us?
Sorry?
Why must life be a buffering asshole to us? Well, anyway, back to where we were. Sam teleported us all out, so we are all now waking up in the frozen wasteland. Jasper is unconscious from dealing with wounds that he got inflicted on him during the fight. Eri is also unconscious in her fox form, and so is Sam from using his power, leaving Religas, Gertrude, Lafane, Steve, and Tanathil awake.
Fun.
Religas gets up. Well, that was something. What do we do now?
I suppose we could try and wake them up.
Sorry, my mic. Sorry, my mic cut out.
Oops.
Okay, go. Sorry, what were you saying, Locke?
I guess we could head back. Warmth, civilization.
Oh right. Right. While while Locke isn't DMing for it today, she still agreed to play Tanathil since Tanathil's her baby boy.
He's my baby.
No, I'm kidding. I'm kidding.
Fane, can you check them out? Like, how bad are their wounds?
I don't know how much damage people took.
Alright then, well, we're gonna have to carry him. Alright, who wants to carry... Alright, who wants to carry who? I'll help get Sam.
Gertrude can help. Gertrude can help carry some of the peoples.
Alright, do you want to carry Jasper?
Sure. Yes.
So as you all make our way through the blizzard, you eventually, to your huge delight, finally come across the ship that we disembarked.
Ooh, fun.
Here to grieve us was Kukulkan waving us down, with Sputnik approaching to help carry Jasper and Sam for us.
I guess I've got Ari because she was on my
No.
shoulder when everything was going on, or
Janethel got Terry.
okay.
Do you want to give Ari to Sputnik so we could take her below deck?
Yeah.
Yeah, we need walls around us. We need something between us and the wind.
As you all board the ship, shivering and a little sick, Bix approaches you guys. Ugh, you guys look like shit. What happened?
Thanks, asshole.
Well, that was just rude. We had to crawl our way through a blizzard.
And there
Yeah.
was
Not to mention, we came face to face with an ancient white dragon.
You not fought a
Yeah,
dragon? Oh, sorry, go ahead, Levine.
I was gonna say, yeah, the encounter with the dragon could have gone better.
At least we didn't have to. Well, at least we didn't have to fight the dragon.
That is true.
True.
And you not fought a dragon? Naquak calls from above. Are you serious?
We didn't fight it. We negotiated with it. There's a difference.
I would say you fought it. It would make a much better story. All right, you lubs. You hear the voice of the captain call out to the crew. Let's pack it up and get back to
Waterdeep.
Waterdeep. Thank you. I was
forgot
gonna say
the name.
River. I was about to say Riverdeep, but that wasn't the name. I just could not. I always think it's called Riverdeep for some reason. All right,
Because you want Riverwood.
What?
Because you want Riverwood,
What?
town in Skyrim.
Ah. So with that, the crew hoists the anchor and move the ship away back to Waterdeep. What do you guys
The
do in the meantime?
unconscious crews put in their cabins. Gertrude, is going to go into the kitchen and make a nice pot of stew.
Religas is gonna get some hot water and relax himself.
I'm gonna look over the diamonds that I took from the share of the bag, and I'm gonna look over what I've got for my jeweler's tools to see about maybe getting them set.
All right. A very shivering Steve, even though he's wearing 10 layers of clothing, is trying to warm himself by a nearby fire.
Poor Steve.
What is Tanithil doing?
Tanithil is gonna, I guess, cuddle with Sam in bed.
Oh.
The powder room.
Alright, well, things pretty much go smoothly from there. No encounters from any pirates or any more krakens, thank the maker. And eventually you guys all sit yourselves down for dinner and reflect on what you encountered back at the Sea of Ice. So, well, apparently, I guess we're gonna have to tell the council that Macath was murdered. And had her identity taken.
Well, that's not good.
Well, at least we took out a member of the Prismatic Guard.
At least there's that.
Yeah. You're saying that that guy Vomar got away, and as that name is mentioned, you hear something hit the floor, and you guys see Kukulkan with his mouth wide open, seemingly not noticing his stew has been spilled.
Ducko, can you spill the stew I made?
You watch as Kukulkan signs. Did you just say Vomard?
He did, I didn't.
Kukulkan continues signing. Vomard is the one who killed my parents.
Oh, fuck.
Sputnik.
Yeah, he got away.
Sputnik perks up. Query. Who is Vomard? He's the leader of those red wizard assholes we've encountered before.
Fun.
Like, if I recall, didn't you? Isn't that kind of how we met you when we were fighting those red wizards? Kukulkan nods. He was and signs because he was trailing them. Yeah, he seems pretty pissed off at the notion that Vomar got away. Seeming very angry that he didn't get the chance to finish the guy himself.
Oh, that's gonna be a plot point for the future.
No doubt. Fane, anything you have to add to the conversation?
Not really. She'd be listening in and trying to piece together everything that they've been talking about, and try to figure out if she can see a pattern for what's going to happen next for their encounters.
All right. Well, unless anyone wants to discuss anything else they encountered on the trip, such as we learned the location of the dragon horn.
I think Gertrude is going to finish the food and go to bed.
All right. Unless anyone else has if anyone else has anything to discuss, you all finish your meals and turn in for the night.
Bless you.
Thank you. Next morning, you guys are woken up by the sound of Learwood, the ship's lookout, calling out that they've arrived at Waterdeep.
Jesus, that was fast. Took us like 3 days to get there. On the way back, like one night.
The beauty of time skips.
No, the rest of the crew just got out their oars and rowed.
Viking style.
But cool, we in Waterdeep now. So we're going to report back to the city. What was it? Some kind of council?
Yeah, but for the time being, you guys are just gonna head to your place of residence that Sam created and catch your breath.
Oh, what was it? Like some spell, a castle spell thing, or is it like? What am I
It's
thinking
like
of?
a tower.
Summon tower or something like that.
Okay, sorry, I got a message. Yeah, that's pretty much it. Like he summons like a little place full of furniture and can't
Right. Yeah. Yeah, I forgot he has that. Excuse me, I need to let a cat out.
I got a cat beside me right here. Getting a scritch. Aww! Aww!
Emery turn.
It sounds so cute.
He is. He is precious. He is baby boy.
Aww.
Okay. I'm back.
So, Well, you all take the time to finally settle back in. You reunite with some of you reunite with the other members, such as Kupari, Barry, Gunga, and Charlemagne. You all like trade stories as you all trade stories as you talk about what each group did while they were away, and it's finally interrupted when there's a knock on the door.
Gertrude is gonna get him. I'll get it. I'll see who it is.
Right?
Alright, so I'm gonna open the door. Who is it?
A messenger from the council, who
Ooh.
hands to you a summons.
Ooh. Oh, this isn't this one for. She's gonna open the note. Everyone, it's the summons to the council, people.
Already? We just got back.
They
That's
must
what
have had
it says.
They don't miss a beat, do they?
tabs out for us.
And
Alright,
it's
well.
best not to keep them waiting.
Alright, well, with nothing much else to do, and very upset that your rest and relaxation was interrupted, you all head over to the town hall.
Daniel
We'll then
doesn't bother
murder
getting
all of them
Daniel doesn't bother getting dressed, so he's just wearing waist high
in his
pants
PJs.
and waist high pants and a shirt that is unbuttoned but still tucked into his pants.
Steve is finally happy Steve is happy though that he got to shed all those like coats and scarves. He can finally move without waddling. Well, as you all enter the meeting room, you notice two new faces are at the meeting. Nevermember has been replaced by a Lady Silverhand, who Daggle sits next to, and a young human female is there. And when you enter, you are introduced to her as a girl named Elia.
Okay.
The conversation turns to the delegates discussing the raids in the various domains, and as well as receiving your reports about providing flavor for the ongoing activities of the cult. And as you all can tell, it gives a clear impression that the situation is escalating fast. One of Romelia's first acts in her fight against the cult has been to encourage the Harpers to focus all their resources on the cult's activities and their most powerful members, i.e., the Prismatic Guard, the sub-leaders, the generals. The efforts have been successful for the most part, and Governor Nighthill himself reports. Governor Nighthill himself steps forward to give you guys a report about a member of the Prismatic Guard known as Varam Zord.
Varam Zord. What does he tell about him?
Governor Nighthill
What does he tell us about him?
Governor Nighthill reveals to you that Varam is a high-ranking member of the Prismatic Guard. The Zentaran discovered him at Boreskir. I can never pronounce that. Boreskir? Boreskir?
How is it spelled?
I think it's Boreskir.
Okay.
A place called Boreskir Bridge. Apparently, he and a group of trusted followers are seeking out a site of ancient magic in a location known as the Serpent Hills. And there have been reports of Varam claiming that there's something there that will help the cult in summoning Tiamat. Essentially, the council wants you to capture Varam alive and see what he knows.
Well, hopefully that's not too much of a hard job.
Any questions? They ask if you all have any questions.
Where was the place they said we were to be going?
You are going
The High Bridge or something?
Borskier Bridge. Because
There's been what?
there's also been citing that he is heading toward a place located at a place called Serpent Hills. It's populated by Yanti.
Yuan-Ti is fun. How far away is the Sporskier Bridge?
About a somewhat far trip, about a day or two.
Okay.
Really,
In that case,
really
we
good.
better get ready.
Yeah, you all head back to your I'll head back to the place and gear up. So who is going and who is going to Vorskir Bridge and who is going to stay?
Oh, we gotta split up.
no,
Only
who is-
I will go to Borskier Bridge. I will kill him myself. No.
Jasper
Alright.
definitely has to stay behind so he can recover.
I'd say most people that can should probably go with Bridge team.
So that should include Ari and Sam.
I think so. Essentially.
All right. Jezzy, you're gonna go to the bridge, or you're gonna stay in Waterdeep?
I don't think there's any purpose to me staying in Waterdeep.
Fair enough. Sputnik will also go. Kulkin is electing to stay behind to look after Jasper. Ari is still like too nervous to be out in the world right now, considering that her heritage has now been revealed.
Oh, that's right. That did happen.
So Barry is also electing to stay behind to keep her company. And Gunga, being Gunga, has fallen asleep yet again.
He drank too much again.
Will Tenethil join them?
Yes.
Yes.
Charlemagne will also join Sputnik. And Steve is also going to be going because, of course, it's Steve. He wants to write down notes and everywhere he goes so he can have more for his story.
His epic ballad.
So I guess with that, you are all ready to set out.
I think so. Yeah.
All right.
Yes.
Meanwhile, at the Legion of Doom. Meanwhile, with the villains back with the Prismatic Guard, they are currently having another meeting, and it seems they have discovered things that happened back in what happened back in chapter 2.
Someone died.
I'm gonna have to ask you all to shush.
Okay.
Titanic let out a sigh as he rubbed his temples. I warned Rismir, and what does she do? She gets herself killed. It was not too long ago that news of her death reached the Prismatic Guard, courtesy of Zanidi. Some were surprised. Others mocked her, while those like Titanic expressed annoyance. In the end, it didn't matter, as there was a more pressing matter at hand. Yes, she will be missed, Severin said half-heartedly before addressing Titanic. I don't mean to be rude, my lord, but surely the disappearance of the White Dragon mask must be dealt with as soon as possible. Sometime after Rismir had departed, Olas reported that the White Dragon mask had been replaced by a fake, and on top of that, Vermzord had disappeared as well. Oh, you are correct, Severin, Titanic responded. That fool Vermzord was never really good at hiding his lust for power. No doubt he wishes to have access to the remaining form mask. Surely he must realize this path is suicide. All eyes turned to the black-scaled lizardman seated at the table. Egro briefly shrunk back at the sudden attention, but cleared his throat. The attention to gain qualified mass for oneself not only invokes the wrath of the Prismatic Guard, but also the four sub-leaders, and the Dragon Generals themselves. He either has a foolproof plan or he is so overconfident it borders on stupidity. Oh, that last bit sort of sounds like you, Dirtbelly. Jamathro, the changeling member of the guard, commented with a smirk, causing a few of the others to laugh. Echo let out a soft growl as he glared at Jamathro while clenching his claws. Echo's story was not at all a pretty one. He came before the cult one day, groveling for a place in this world that would grant him power. To his credit, he did end up earning his place on the guard, but the first impression left a permanent mark on him from the point of view of several of his peers. The nickname of Dirtbelly was one such mark. Gecko is correct. Titanic's voice cut through the mockery like butter. Verum Zord would need a foolproof plan. I believe he has one. It involves the pool of divination located in the tomb of Daedarius. I had a discussion with him about it long ago. No doubt he believes the pool's secrets will grant him what he wants. Little does he know, gazing into those waters requires a sacrifice. If that's true, then we must get the mask back at all costs, Naren Vane commented. Agreed, Severin nodded. And let us not forget about these meddling adventurers. If Vermsword ends up causing trouble, no doubt it'll draw those pests to him. Then we send someone to keep tabs of Verzor to see if he is planning to betray us, Galvan interjected, and silence him if those beliefs are true. Talus, the high elf woman jumped slightly as Titanic spoke her name. Yes, my lord? You seem awfully quiet. You seem awfully quiet. Do you not have any input for yourself? Well, my lord, I agree someone must retrieve the mask, Talus answered, and I would like to volunteer myself, but I don't think I could handle myself well if I encountered those adventurers. What they did to my brother. Then stick to the shadows. Talus looked up in conclusion. What? Stay in the background as you follow Varam. If the adventurers do show up, do not engage. Wait for the opportunity to get the mask, then leave. Why me? You said it yourself, Titanic clasped his claws together. You would like to volunteer. You're being granted an opportunity to replace Varam if he doesn't return. Are you going to waste it? Before Talus could respond, the door to the meeting room opened. Sirava and Selgus stepped forward into the room, each wearing their respective armor. Sirava seemed to be clutching something in her right hand. Lord Selgus, Lady Sirava, Titanic greeted them with a nod. To what do we owe this pleasure? The generals are very unhappy, Titanic, Sirava responded as she approached his side of the table. Selgus stayed near the door, his face obscured by shadow. A mask being stolen by one of our own casts complete dishonor of them, especially when it's one of the guard. I understand completely, Titanic backed away slightly as Sirava came to a stop in front of him. We are aware of the consequences and shall do everything in our power to get the mask back. Sirava snorted. Do you think you are aware of what might happen? Titanic swallowed as he eyed the item in her left hand. A sack. It wasn't empty. Let me show you a taste of what you might expect. Sirava tossed the sack onto the table. The guard all backed away as the head of Olas rolled out. Solgus let out a short, maniacal laugh that echoed throughout the room. Titanic's wide eyes never broke contact with the dead ones of his former guard member, as Sirava left with one final remark. Anyone who claims to be aware of the consequences has not tasted hell. Pray ye never have to, Titanic Sir Viper. For that, we're going to cut back to you guys.
Okay.
Also, Gertrude, I could hear you shuffling around in the background the whole time.
Oh, well, sorry. I had to turn on the fan in here. It was kind of warm.
All right. Let me see. Did we leave off on this? You all eventually make your way to Borskir Bridge. On the other side of the bridge, you all spot a collection of tents, wagons, and caravans. Are you going to cross or wait?
I didn't quite hear that last bit. What was it we saw?
As you got on the other side of the bridge, you could see a collection of tents, wagons, and caravans.
I think we can approach, yeah.
Alright, I'm fine with that. Lefane, Tanithil, you guys fine?
Hmm?
Gonna cross the bridge?
I'm kind of
cross.
curious why everyone is surrounding it, essentially. How come they're not crossing?
They're on the other side. The bridge
Oh, I
isn't
thought
surrounded. The bridge isn't surrounded by anything.
Except
I know.
water.
I thought you were saying that on our side of the bridge was a bunch of people.
No, it's on the
no.
other side.
side.
Okay.
Then I asked, like, are you gonna cross?
I don't see why not.
As you all get closer, you see that each of the things you spotted are providing food, fresh mounts, and other services for travel. And what looks to be a contingent of paladins from the theocracy of Guard are maintaining watch over the bridge as you pass. Do you want to roll a perception check to see if you spot anything in particular?
Sure, I can roll up perception.
Yee.
Perception
15.
Let me just pull up what my
3.
thing is.
14, 15, 16. 17.
Here's hoping this works out well.
I rolled a 13 total.
Really?
Shut up. What did you get, you little squeaky cat?
I rolled a 12 total.
Yeah.
Alright, Sam, since you rolled the highest, well, anyone over 10 spots a inn near where you are called Bolo, and it's called Bolo's Tentside Inn. Are you going to approach?
Quite apt in its naming scheme, I suppose. Gertrude's going to approach, yes.
Alright.
Excuse me.
Religas will follow you. Fane, are you going to ask anyone around about Vermzard, or are you going to follow? Same question for you, too.
I'm kind of curious what's going on, so I might lag a little bit in my following of them to see what I can overhear.
Sputnik is also going to do a survey of the area. Steve is just going around taking notes about all he's seeing at this little, place, tent city.
I'm gonna follow Gertrude.
Alright. As the three of you enter an inn, you suddenly bump into a cloaked figure. Please excuse me, they say as they pull up their hood and quickly make their way to where they were going. You notice that the figure briefly paused to look over you all, but quickly recovers and leaves. Anyone want to roll a perception check?
I already have my dice out. I can roll again.
Alright, Locke, you gonna do it too?
Yeah.
Alright.
18.
26.
Damn!
Oh, Jesus!
Right away! Right away,
17
you...
plus 9.
Plus 9? How?
Mine's a plus 10.
I got advantage. I also have advantage in perception.
I got a. I
Girl.
mean, I myself got a 19 because I have
Screw
plus
that.
6.
Screw the 26. I just rolled a 19 plus 9, so now I got 28.
Jesus.
Whatever the case, all three of us spot on the ground a necklace shaped like a reptilian eye.
I bend down to pick it up.
All right. You notice again that it's shaped like a reptilian eye. It almost seems like it's glowing.
Well, that can't be good.
Are you all gonna? Are you? Sorry. Go ahead.
I look around for the closest stick.
There is, I guess, a stick in a bush near where you are.
I grab the stick and use that to pick up the necklace.
All right. The necklace doesn't really. The necklace doesn't show off anything unusual as you lift it up.
Aside from the glowing.
Better safe than sorry, you know?
Yeah.
Gertrude's gonna poke it with her cane. Poke like the gem in the center with her cane.
Again, nothing happens, but it does briefly. It does briefly. The globe does briefly shimmer.
I don't know what to do about that.
I roll an Arcana check.
Excuse me.
All right.
I want to see what it's about. And I failed. That is a 7.
Gertrude, you want to make up? You want to make up for that?
I'll see what my Arcana modifier is. I'll see if I can help.
I guess is also going to try it. Yeah, I want to see where this goes.
That's so I just have a flat roll. I have a plus 0. 11.
I'll try to help too, though I
No,
might
you're-
flat
well,
roll.
you-
as my
you-
comes up.
hey, you didn't go with them. Remember, you lagged behind.
Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
you're doing
So
something else.
okay, I thought
I'll roll Arcana. It almost dropped it. I got 5 total.
Jeez, we're all rolling low.
You can't make anything about it. It's just a glow. It's just a faintly glowing necklace.
Put it in the bag of holding.
Put it in the bag.
Put it
All
in
right.
the bag!
Bag
All right.
down.
All right, are you guys gonna continue on?
Yes.
Yeah, I think we'll continue into the inn proper, I think. Excuse me.
As you make your way into the inn, you see it's just a pretty straightforward looking place. People are hanging out by the bar, chatting by tables. Some are drunk, some are unconscious. There's like a guy throwing darts. There's a guy terribly playing the piano.
Another inn of sin and debauchery, no doubt.
A female night elf approaches you and gives a short bow. Greetings, friends. My name is Bolo. Welcome to I am the proprietor of Bolo's Tenside Inn. Welcome.
Hello, sir. Excuse me, sorry.
Ma'am.
Richard,
It's a ma'am.
That's a male.
Oh, right, I misheard. Sorry, my bad.
That reminded me of like what was it, Kung Fu Panda 2? Hey, listen, sir, that's a lady. Oh.
The beer threw me.
Gertrude has glasses for a reason.
Wait a minute. You just at that point you forgot you didn't have your glasses on. You're just like,
Oh yes, I forgot to take. I misplaced my glasses in my pocket.
But yeah, like he just greeted you. What are you gonna do?
I'd like. Do you have any tea?
Of course. Please take a seat, and I'll get it right to you.
Thank you.
I'll take a mug of ale if you have any.
I'll take your strongest liquor.
Coming right up, good sirs. All right. As the three of us go to get a seat, I'm gonna want you guys to make another perception check.
Fun. Oh, so that's 3. What is that? 3 in a row?
22.
All right, forget it. You just this log. You
11.
notice. You notice on the floor in the middle of the tavern, like in the middle of it all, you notice a huge, faint outline of dried blood.
Well, that can't be up to code.
I get on all fours and sniff it.
Your action catches the attention of everyone in the
It's like my animal. It's like my jaguar instinct just kicked in out of nowhere.
Everyone just stops what they're. Pretty much a majority of everyone there just stops what they're doing to look at you.
Must sniff it.
Get off
Well-
the floor, you hooligan!
What are you doing? Bolo asks as she approaches you.
Trying to find out where this blood came from.
Oh, that? Sorry about that. There was a little scuffle in here earlier.
I slowly look towards her.
What kind of scuffle?
Whose blood?
Well, there was a scuffle earlier between a patron and one of those damned Yuan-Ti. Disgusting.
Ooh. Plot relevance.
May we have a
Excuse
description
me.
of this Yuan-Ti?
May I ask why?
No reason.
I'm gonna need a lot more than that, honey. We're looking for a friend. We're looking for a friend who went missing around here. A dwarf. That catches Bolo's attention. That's funny. The scuffle was between a Yuan-Ti and a dwarf.
So, if we find the Yuan-Ti, we might find our dwarf friends.
I'm afraid you won't find the Yuan-Ti. He's dead. It's his
Oh,
blood.
Ah. Would you, by any chance, know where the dwarf went?
Like Bolo at this point, like Bolo is like narrowing her eyes at you. Why are you asking? I'm not looking. Are you looking to bring trouble around here?
No, no.
That kind of no. I fail to see how that kind of no clears you of any suspicion, Tanathil.
If anything, we're trying to prevent trouble.
Yeah, you see, this friend of ours, like, we think he's run into some bad people, and we just want to make sure he's okay. Bolo lets out a sigh and, like, just take your seats and wait for your drinks to get here, and I'll let you know.
I sit.
I take a seat too.
and
You're
no
you're
more
gonna-
floor sniffing, you hooligan.
It was necessary.
Let's do a quick
Yeah.
quick jump. Let's do a quick jump to outside real quick. Lafane, Sputnik, Steve, what are you guys up to? Oh, Steve is just admiring the complexity of this tent city. Oh, it is a good story, yes. That's the adventure of the tent city. Oh, I love myself. Alright, Lafane, what are you doing?
Fucking Steve.
I'm casually listening into what I might be able to perceive for local information, news, things like that.
Alright, roll, what kind of, guess roll an investigation check.
Investigation. Okay. Got an 18.
You pick up mainly just about everyday activities, people talking about like things that have happened. But what catches your eye is a scuffle that happened in the nearby inn between a Yuan-ti and a dwarf that seems to match the description of Verum.
Hmm. Interesting.
Query, what is interesting? Lefane, you jump and you turn around to see Sputnik standing over you.
But, I overheard something that seems to apply to our quest.
Like Sputnik tilts his head. Meaning?
Seems that our dwarf got into some trouble with a Yuan-ti.
Intriguing. Shall we report this to the others?
Seems prudent.
All right. And as you all head to the inn, just you realize in the back of your mind, either I'm not good at conversations or this guy's just a plank of wood to talk to.
Or both.
All right. Back in the inn, you guys have just been served your drinks. And Bolo now approaches you. All right. So what do you want to know?
I'm gonna be honest. I'm not entirely because since I missed last session, I'm not entirely sure what it is exactly we do want to know.
We're looking for that dwarf dude. Remember?
Okay. Yeah. Okay. Well, yeah, I know that, but like
He wasn't even in
specifically.
he wasn't even in chapter 2. This is something that's happening in this current chapter.
Okay. We are looking for that dwarf you mentioned.
All right. Well, if you must know, this dwarf arrived at Tent City not too long ago with a dozen other companions, including a handful of cloaked and hooded warriors.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I just assumed they were some kind of barbarian mercenaries, but they kept to themselves. But then, of course, that fight broke out in here shortly after they arrived. Then, after the auntie's death, the dwarf paid for the damages and quickly left it towards Serpent Hills. I don't know why the hell he would head there, considering that's where all the Yuan-ti, that's where most of the Yuan-ti live.
What kind of hills? I didn't hear that bit.
Serpent Hills.
Serpent Hills.
Okay, thank you.
And yeah, that's pretty much it. Like after the fight, he just fled to. He paid for the damages and quickly left to Serpent Hills.
Hmm.
And that was there anything else that happened? Was there anything else that might have happened? No, just a regular fight. Just a fight. We disposed of the auntie's
What was
body.
it about?
What?
What was the fight about?
Uh, well, to be honest, I'm not sure. The dwarf seemed to recognize the auntie and reacted impulsively.
By the way, it's getting close to 6. If the cats haven't been fed at all, probably do that.
Thank you for the backseat commentary.
Sorry about that.
It's fine. So, you guys have any other questions for Rolo?
I had one, but then my brother came in and said that, and now I forgot. So I guess no.
Locke, you got one?
Fox dead.
Locke?
Locke died. I killed her.
No. Why would you do this?
I forgot my little list.
All right. Well, as we wait for as Luck is not responding, at this point,
Sorry, I had someone talking to me and I didn't want it to catch up on the recording.
sorry about that. All right, it's fine. I was saying, do you have any other questions for Wolo?
Nothing I can think of.
Are you guys gonna leave, or do you want to at least finish your drinks first?
Granny will finish her tea.
I'm gonna finish
moment-
my drink. I need the liquid encouragement.
Well, at that moment, you all turn to see that Lafane and Sputnik, and Charlemagne have entered the inn and are approaching you.
Oh, hello! We got some drinks.
Greetings, friends. Sputnik waves. Me and Lee and companion Lafane have uncovered information.
Oh?
What is it?
Apparently, the dwarf we were looking for got into an altercation with a Yanti here.
Oh, we know about that.
Oh, we already knew that. I said as I point to the blood on the floor.
Yeah,
No,
nobody
like-
died, apparently.
I've already know, like, this Steve just pops up out of nowhere.
Shut up, Steve!
What did I do?
Shut up!
Just blows a raspberry at you. Lafane, since you guys are in here, do you want to maybe order something to drink or eat?
If they're wanting to leave, I'm not gonna, make them have to wait longer.
Do you guys want to have anything to eat with your drinks or not?
Mm-hmm.
All right, then I guess you pay for your meals and you guys head out.
The Serpent Hills!
To
Plot
Serpent
twist, plot twist, they're just giant mounds of snakes.
If only.
There's little garter snakes everywhere.
My favorite garter snake is the San Francisco one. I love its colors.
Right.
Shortly after leaving Tent City, you guys are heading down the road towards Serpent Hills.
Mhm.
As you make on the way there, you suddenly pause where several feet ahead in front of you, poking up around a corner, you see a patrol of Yanti heading your way.
Uh-oh.
Hide.
Sure, we'll do that, yeah.
Okay, everyone roll stealth.
Gertrude will try her best.
That's
That
a
Fuck.
16.
Steve rolled a 12.
means
21 total
Gertrude,
for Religas.
Gertrude with her neg 1 in dexterity rolled a 3.
15 for... Everyone manages to some varying degrees to hide, while Gertrude, sadly, while trying to bend down to hide, accidentally breaks her hip and accidentally breaks something and cries out.
Oh no, I broke something, I knew it.
Our table! It's broken!
Wait, not... what is broken?
Oh, she's quoting that old meme. Oh no, our table, it's broken. That one?
Yep.
The Yantiel turn in your direction and quickly pick up their pace. Who is there? One calls out as they approach.
You know what? I'm going to really commit to the bit. Gertrude is going to just go down fully on the ground. I'm tripped and broken my leg. What can I do?
You're gonna have to repeat that. Most of that was very muffled and did not come on mic.
Yeah.
Gertie's gonna commit to the bit. She's going to just sit herself on the ground and just wail, "Oh no, I've fallen and my leg is broken. Whatever shall I do?"
I've fallen and I can't get up!
Yes, exactly. She's gonna do that.
The snakes just pause and look at your performance. And like one leads into the other. Is this what's up with the cow?
I just said my leg was broken, you nincompoop.
I think
Yep.
Robbie's gonna have to roll a performance to try and persuade them.
Yeah, you're gonna have to roll a performance.
Oh,
They're
God.
not. They're
So
clearly
that's
not.
charisma.
They're clearly just outright confused right now.
Oh, God. Fuck. I'm rolling low today. That's an 8.
A what?
An 8. I'm rolling low
Yeah.
today.
Well, your performance does not work. Like the auntie just looking at you confused. One even though it's not wearing a watch, one does that universal gesture of looking at the watch.
Okay. Fuck.
The one in charge just points a spear at your throat and demands, "Where is Ozarek?
Where's what? Sorry?
Where is Ozarek?
Otherick?
Ozarek." It's asking where
Oh.
Ozarek is.
Right. He's the guy that we killed last session, yes?
No!
I'm sorry. I missed a bit. Okay. Is he the
That
one
is
of
the
the
first
UNT that died?
Yes.
Okay. Okay, to be fair, the lady at the inn didn't tell us the name of the UNT that got in the scuffle.
You didn't even ask.
That's also fair.
But yeah, okay, everyone else, you all see the leader of the auntie pointing a spear at Gertrude's neck and asking about someone called Ozarek. What do you do?
Nothing that leave me to die.
The lock. Just
No.
you're not gonna do anything.
No, I am.
No,
Just hold on. I'm thinking.
LaFane, what are you gonna do?
I was considering whether I pull out my bow and take a shot while the guy's like threatening Granny there. She broke her hip. Why are you
no,
threatening?
no. I know what I'm gonna do. I know what I'm gonna do.
Okay.
I know what I'm gonna do.
All right. Like, tell us.
I am gonna cast polymorph on both of the Yuan-Ti.
Oh no.
There's more than two, but okay.
Oh, I thought there was only two.
There's
It's
like
a
there's
patrol
at least
party.
four. There's at least
There's
four.
There's 4? Okay, fuck it. Now I'm gonna cast it on one of them.
All right.
And I am gonna turn him into a whale. No.
Right next to me? I might get crushed.
Yeah, you might end up killing Granny. Are you sure you want to do this? Like, are you sure you want to do this? You might end up killing Granny.
First, I'm gonna have to ask LaFane to run in there and grab her.
You think I have the strength?
Actually, no. I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna run in, grab Granny, and as we're fleeing, I'm gonna cast polymorph on one of the Yuan-Ti to turn it into a whale.
Wait,
Oh god.
wait. If you were going to pick two targets for polymorph, why not polymorph Granny into something smaller that you're able to transport?
Because I can only use polymorph 3 times a day.
Yeah, I don't think it'll turn out well, Locke, but you do you.
You can try.
I think Sam would approve of this.
You know what? He would.
He would.
Alright. So yeah, I'm gonna run in, push Granny out of the way, and cast Polymorph on a Yuan-Ti. And
Alright, roll
turn
to see if
into a
it,
whale.
let's see if it works. Does the auntie have to make a saving throw or anything?
They don't roll. They only roll a Wisdom saving throw. I don't roll anything.
Alright, they roll a wisdom saving throw. What level does it have to be?
17.
Wait, wrong dice. 17? Alright, let's pray they get 17. 19!
Oh
God
no!
damn it!
Wait.
Did he roll for all three of them?
No, I'm only casting it on one,
Right.
and it failed.
But
So
to make it easy for you, even though he does save, he does briefly spasm into looking like a whale briefly before reverting back with a very traumatized expression. What the hell was that?
meanwhile,
God.
I am just now protecting Granny.
Run.
Like the other three auntie just watches their friend has a mental breakdown, questioning if he is truly a whale or not. Before the three, they all then turn their weapons to you, once again demand where is Ozaric.
Just give me hit me with a healing spell. I'll show these ruffians what for. They pointed a spear at me.
Wouldn't it be best just to answer their question then?
I think he's dead.
The Yanti immediately paused. What?
Is he the one that went into the town? Yeah, I think he got in a fight with a dwarf and died.
Yeah, your Yuan-Ti buddy is dead.
Before anything else before you guys all could anything else, the auntie and their shock quickly retreat, but also one comes back to grab the one but one of them does come back to get the one who was going through the mental breakdown and is now sucking his thumb curled up. One goes back to get him. And with that, you all are left alone.
Well, that was absolutely useless, but also rather eventful.
That poor Yanti. Like, you've traumatized him.
Yay!
Fun.
He'll now go through life not knowing if he's truly a whale or not. Do you need to get? You said at this point you would need to get dinner. Do you still need to?
It's not ready yet.
Alright.
I'll leave. I'll let you know when I need to leave.
Alright. You all continue on your journey, and it takes you all to the forgotten and a ruined ruin, and the
A ruined ruin, yes.
you all observe this huge, massive temple.
Yes, the ruin here is made out of ruins.
What the heck are we supposed to do now?
Shall we take a look inside or something?
Yeah, let's go inside.
The question is, where's the entrance?
Oh, look, what a door, obviously.
Alright, I guess everyone split up and look for a door or something?
Split up and look for clues, gang.
Blues Clues!
Yeah, would we need to roll for looking, or just, like, walk around and look for it?
I'd say roll investigation.
I'm gonna have to go. Dinner's ready. Everyone
All
else
right,
will clear
then.
the door without me.
Uh, because it's only us left, we're gonna have to. We're gonna save it and wait for him to come back.
All right.
So thank you all for. So thank you all for watching. I hope you enjoyed this little session with me as DM. We'll see you all in the next part. Farewell.